What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? My name is Doodles, and now this video is a update video. Whether it's going to be quite long, I don't know, but I've got quite a lot to talk about, so it probably will be, so bear with me, we'll get through all of this. But if you didn't watch my previous video, I did mention this update was going to be coming out. My previous video was the fact that Infinite Desolation did get greenlit, which is the first thing that I want to talk about, because yes, the game is officially happening. Valve approved the game, put it through the green light process, and now it is ready to be released when the game is finished, which is huge, because although I had no doubt that Infinite Desolation was going to get greenlit, I knew fine well that it would, because I believe in the game. I think it's fantastic, but now it's great to see that Valve think the same too, and it is official. Infinite Desolation is going to be released at some point in the near future, which is absolutely massive. Obviously I'm doing the soundtrack for it, which is huge, because now this game is coming out and now I'm going to be linked to doing the soundtrack for a game that's going to be out for worldwide release, and that is absolutely fantastic, and hopefully a foot in the door to getting into that sort of aspect of the music industry. But who knows, that's what I want to do for a long time, so hopefully this is the first steps towards doing so. But even if it's not, I'm having a huge blast doing this soundtrack. It's been a big learning curve, and it's really great to try and write for a soundtrack as opposed to just writing a song that you'd have lyrics and that stuff with it, because it's huge, like a whole different process. And yeah, it's been really interesting to try and do that. I've still got a lot of work to do. I have got probably more of the soundtrack to do than I have already done, probably by quite a lot as well. So yeah, I've got a lot of songs still to do, but they're coming along nicely. Every couple of weeks I'm getting a new track out there, so hopefully by the time the game's released I'll have the soundtrack ready, or I sort of have to have the soundtrack ready, but hopefully I do it without any issues. So yeah, that is what is going on in the world of Infinite Desolation. I've been posting a few sort of song playthrough videos, so hopefully you guys have been enjoying them. There's been a couple of them up so far, there'll be more in the future. And I hope you guys can hear my chair rocking. It makes a really weird noise, so if you can hear it, bear with me guys, that's what the weird noise is if I move. But apart from the soundtrack, I'm also due to start university this Monday, whether it's Sunday or Monday or even Saturday when you're seeing this video, who knows. I either have started uni or I'm about to start university by the time you guys see this video. I am studying with Point Blank Music School. They are a huge music school based in London and Los Angeles. They also have an online course, which is what I'm studying. I am doing a diploma in higher education in music production and business. And possibly might go on and do a full degree in the future, who knows, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, basically for the next 2 years I'm going to be a university student. I'm going to learn how to produce music, I'm going to learn how to compose music, I'm going to learn how to mix music, master music, create MIDI, about the music industry, all that sort of stuff. It's a really fantastic course. The first bits that I'm doing are about sort of getting to grips with MIDI, which although I do use MIDI in a lot of my music, I'm not that great at writing it, if I'm perfectly honest. So it'd be really great to sort of get that help in hand and get that sort of knowledge on how to compose MIDI tracks. The whole university course is centered around dance music, which although it's not my main topic, my main sort of genre music, I'm assuming it's probably because you can create dance music without being able to play a physical instrument like a guitar. So basically you haven't got to have some sort of musical ability to be able to do the course, because obviously it'd be all MIDI based and all sort of like Sims VSTs or plugin sorts of thing. So that's probably why the course is centered around dance music, but the skills are transferable whether you're doing dance music, hip hop, rap, metal, rock, whatever. It's all transferable skills, so I've got no issue with that. And it'd be fun to create some dance music. And who knows, I might be able to incorporate some of the stuff that I learn into my own music and that in the future. But yeah, I'm going to learn how to do production and all that, because I really want to get into sort of the audio engineering aspect of creating music. As much as I love performing it, I want to get into the whole mixing process and recording process. I'm having such a blast doing that sort of thing on YouTube that I want to basically take what I'm doing now and take it the next level. And hopefully the level above that, and keep on going. I want to make this channel better than it currently is in terms of production quality. I want to start making my own music better. I want to start mixing other people's music, recording other people's music, and just all that sort of stuff. I've got a huge interest in it, and hopefully this course will be the stepping stone to doing that. And while I talk about that, I just look at the next thing I've got to talk about on the list, but I'm going to sort of skip a couple now, because while I'm talking about the learn to mix with other people, I am also setting up this room as a actual studio, sort of legit as a business, called Collapsed Lung Studios. As the name of my home studio. It's not going to be a sort of a fully fledged studio at the minute because obviously I'm studying, but I'm doing the soundtrack, so I wanted somewhere for the soundtrack to be paid to, and I thought it'd better have it as a business and sort of start doing that. And then also while I'm studying, I thought that if the opportunity comes along to maybe mix some people's music for cheap, then obviously that's a place for the to get paid. The studio won't get paid for the services, but I'm probably going to be offering my service out for free, because obviously my mixing quality isn't top notch just yet. I've still got a lot to learn, so if anyone has any music that they want mixing, hit me up and I will happily do it for you, whether it's for free or you want to just throw a few quid my way. It's entirely up to you. But we'll work something out. But basically, the more mixing experience I can get, the better, because every mix that I do is one mix better than I was previously. So that's my current plan. I'm going to set the studio as a business. But for now, it won't be sort of a fully fledged studio until I finish my university. Then I'll probably step it up a game and notch and try and sort of get into the game and all that stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be a legit business, even while I'm studying, called Collapse Lung Studios. There is going to be some new merch coming out for the studio. We're going to have some new t-shirts with the Collapse Lung Studio logos. And I've got a few of the t-shirts in mind, and I'm also working with a few designers to bring some cool merch designs to life. So hopefully you guys will be seeing them very soon. I'm going to order a few of them so I can show them off on camera, and then if you want to buy them, you can. It will obviously support me, and it will help the studio out, and it will allow me to sort of get better equipment, get better everything, and then be able to use that to produce better music for both myself and other people. So there'll be another video coming up very, very soon regarding all that aspect. What have I talked about? I've talked about university, I've talked about the studio. And also, obviously, for the last week or so, I haven't posted since the Greenlight. Well, from the Greenlight video, I hadn't posted like a whole week, pretty much. So the reason for that is, obviously, I've been doing the whole soundtrack thing. I've been doing the whole university thing. I've been setting up my studio as a legit business. But also, I have been working on a brand new video series, because obviously I said I haven't got any actual videos in the pipeline yet to release. But I lie, I've got a load of them, just they're not being released yet, because I'm starting a brand new series, which will be coming soon. It will be a weekly series, probably every Friday there will be a video out for it. But at the minute, because obviously I've got university coming up, and I don't know what my sort of time frame is going to be in terms of being able to put videos together, because I've got the soundtrack to compose, I've got university work to do, I've got YouTube to do, so obviously I don't know how much time I'm going to be able to dedicate to each one, sort of learn how to split my time up. So I am bulk recording a lot of this new series before it starts getting released, and then it will sort of give me a bit more breathing room to record the next episodes. But they should be coming out in the next few weeks, and every week subsequently from that point on. And I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. I think you guys will. I've done a few videos like them recently over the last sort of couple of months, and I'm really sort of liking the idea of what I'm doing with them. So I'm going to sort of expand upon that and make it a fully fledged weekly series for you guys. So that will be coming up very, very soon. I'll make a video before it does come out to let you guys know that the series is starting. Then you know it's going to be every Friday, or that's the current plan, for every Friday from the point when the first video goes out, every Friday after that. And also, while we're on the subject of YouTube, I have also taken a job with Freedom. Freedom is the MCN, the multi-channel network. Basically the companies that partner YouTube channels and handle all the sort of ad revenue and give you all the service. If you're a YouTube, you know what a network is. I don't need to talk about it anymore. But yeah, I've taken a job with Freedom in the talent relations section. Basically, I go on the internet and I try and find the best talent that I can, and the people that I enjoy, and the channels that I think have potential to go places, and I try and get them to join Freedom. That's pretty much it. I'm probably going to be that annoying guy that emails you telling you to come join Freedom, in which you're going to tell me very politely to go fuck myself. I'm going to be that guy. But I actually left Freedom last October to join Broadband TV. Basically, I was offered the world and I was given nothing by Broadband TV when it came down to it. And it really just didn't feel right when I was with them. I didn't enjoy the experience. I felt like I was a number on a spreadsheet, and that didn't really sit well with me. But I decided to come back to Freedom. I got a great deal to come back, and I took the opportunity. And I've got to tell you the truth, it feels like home. Freedom feels like my home in YouTube. It sort of feels like I'm in the right place, and this is where I belong in the world of YouTube.com. So I came back to them. I'm very happy that I did. And then also the opportunity came up to work with them, and I jumped in and took the opportunity. So at least for the foreseeable future, I don't know whether it will be a permanent thing. I'm working with Freedom. Obviously, I've got the soundtrack, university, YouTube, multiple different things. I've got the gaming channel as well, I've got the new series, I've got all sorts of stuff. And also I work at Freedom. So my time is very, very stretched amongst multiple projects. So whether I can keep all that up or not, whether I've got to give some of them up in the end, I don't know. But obviously, hopefully I don't have to give up any of them because I really enjoy the work that I'm doing with Freedom. Obviously the soundtrack is my #1 priority alongside University. The channel will always be here. I'll always make content for it. But I've got to dedicate a lot of time to both University and the soundtrack. And obviously once the soundtrack's done, then that'll free up a bit more time. But as long as I can keep those 3 things going, I will be happy bunny and I see no issue why I won't be able to do that. Obviously Freedom, hopefully I can add the 4th thing and I can run that alongside everything else. But that is what is going on with me. Sorry, this video's probably about 10-11 minutes long so far, so it's been quite a long one. I've rambled on a bit, but hopefully you guys are still watching now as I'm saying these words. Because there's been a lot of stuff to talk about. Obviously the last couple of weeks I haven't uploaded as frequently, and not at all in the last 7 days, pretty much 6 or 7 days I haven't uploaded at all. So basically I want to give you an update on what is going on. Obviously there's a lot of stuff going on in my life. Obviously I've got 4 different projects and 4 different commitments that I am juggling around at the minute. But like I said, I'm working hard on a new series that will be coming out every Friday when it launches. I've got a load of reviews to do. I've got some covers in the works, but I'm going to sort of take a step back with the covers, obviously with the soundtrack. But I'm going to sort of focus and do more reviews for now alongside the new series, and then maybe some tutorials, and obviously I'll do the odd cover. But the covers will probably pick back up once the soundtrack's finished. Because then when I'm sort of playing music, I'll be able to dedicate it more to that rather than having to split my time between covers and the soundtrack and stuff. But that's my issue, not yours. Like I said, nothing is changing, everything is staying the same, just things might slow down a little bit as I sort of start juggling multiple things, but we'll get there in the end. And thank you guys for sticking around. My subscriber daily growth has been going up and up, even though my content has been getting less and less, so thank you guys for that. I will be posting a lot of stuff soon. I'm doing the Martial Code videos. I've got the Metallica Part 2 coming up, I've got the AC/DC one coming up next. And obviously I've got the reviews, I've got all my Schecters, I've got my 3 Schecters, I've got some Les Pauls to do, I've got some bass stuff to do. So there's a lot of stuff in the pipelines, just when they are coming out, I don't know. But don't worry, they are coming. But I'm going to stop rambling now because I'm just jumping over myself now. So I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thank you guys for sticking around if you are still watching at this point. If you're not, then obviously you can't hear me say this, but whatever. But thank you guys for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I thank you guys for sticking around. And thank you guys for keep on subscribing, even though the channel is in a bit of a lull at the minute. But we'll get there. We'll get back to its former glory and hopefully bigger and better than ever. Very, very soon. So yeah, once again, thank you guys for sticking around. My name is Doodles. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.